I'm back. Live and direct. Hold on, I'm still stuck in my wire. So, what's up, YouTubers? I'm back. Yeah. Alone. Alone, or 1 or 2 viewers. But that's okay. We're a small family. Small. It starts like that, you know. You didn't start your family by big families. Didn't start from one day to another. It starts with small families. Small family become big families, and that's probably what's gonna happen here. We're small now, small family, but it will get bigger when we start working together. It's gonna become bigger. But you know what I was thinking before? And also, I was saying that to Kim yesterday. I was making video outside on the side of the river at that chilling spot. Yeah. It's my place. Bah, my place. I don't claim it, but I'm there often. Hold on. What I was saying? Yeah, community, immunity. You know, we want a change in the world. Like pretty much everybody also, that's what I was saying to Kim. Everybody pretty much on the... Let me check the live control room. What is that? I never seen this. Peak Concurrent 2. What is that? I never seen that page. Yeah, community immunity. That's where it starts. Because with community immunity, you know what's going to happen? Oh, yeah, I have the live chat there too. I'm exploring the future of YouTube. Lots of stuff in YouTube that I still don't know how it works. I'm not a... I make a lot of videos, but I don't know all the futures of all the button and all the... There's so many things there. So much stuff you can enable and disable, and yeah. You can even disable the live chat if you want. Not my goal. I like if you guys want to chat, you're free to chat. Yeah. So community immunity. That's where next year, next summer. That's why I told my wife I'm gonna start going around the neighborhood. You know, we have to be the change. We have to be the change, and it starts small. So it starts in our neighborhood. So I'm gonna go around and start seeing the neighborhood and see if they want to be part of it. I'm gonna put some kind of a project together. I'm gonna find maybe a piece of land around. I'm gonna go see a farmer. Find a piece of land that we can use, and then I'm gonna go see the neighbors, and I'm gonna ask them to be part of a project with me for growing food for the neighborhood. See how they react. You never know. It might they might be very, very joyful to the idea of joining some kind of community immunity. And if we can start locally, it's that's where it all starts. You know, we're all on YouTube thinking of changing the world, but we don't even speak to our neighbor. I don't speak to my neighbor. You know, I don't even speak to my neighbor. That's what I realized. I'm like, I want to change the world. I want to connect with people, but I don't even talk to my neighbor. So it's got to start there. It's got to start by locally getting together. You know, the neighbors. If we can't even talk to the neighbors, how do you want to reach out to others in the world? To me, it doesn't make sense. And we're all there yapping on YouTube, wanting to change the world, and tell people the truth when we don't even talk to our neighbor. So we're a bit lost, I think. I don't know. That's the feeling I get is we're a little bit lost with all this. I think we should focus on the building community, but in our neighborhood, you know, not on YouTube. It's very good to build community on YouTube, but this is going to bring us where? What? We're going to grow food together? We're going to solve the biggest issue that we have, which is we're being fed poison by corporation, and we're going to grow food together. We're going to get like... Okay, that's why I say community. Community is good, but you got to do something together. It's not just yapping on YouTube. They say there's a flat earth community. Okay, what is it? What, they grow food together? They get together and grow food and have food forests and all that stuff. They're totally moving, but not move totally out the system, but moving out the system. Like, I'm curious. Just asking question. Like, what's the? But anyway, me, I think by getting together and start to network, and not by network involves online. To me, it's a lot online. The networking, it's online, but we should work together. Work together in real life. That's the best. Hold on. Yeah, because if we can't find the solution, if we can't find a way to talk to each other like live and direct in real life, why are we even talking about it? We're talking, but no, everybody talks about getting together, but no one is walking the talk. No one is really, but there is people doing stuff that they are building community. I'm not the first one to think about it, but it's each and every one of us that are conscious of these things, that there's poison in food and stuff, because some people don't know. They just consume food and they don't even think about the pesticide and all that crap on it. So they don't think about that. They just, I've never really think about it myself. And when I say people, it's me. Also, it's through my experience. I'm not gonna tell you stuff that I didn't experience here. That this man or I or whatever you want to call it. I'm not into words. I'm not into freaking out with words. I'm aware of the programming with the words, but this is another thing. I'm a bit kind of fed up to watch the word I use, and I try to be conscious to watch them. But I mean the I and I know that I is what it means there. But I mean, I gotta talk, so sometimes we freak out a bit too much with that stuff. Greetings, Jenny. Community gardening is a big thing around here. Excellent idea. Food for all. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We have to start being the change, and in real life. YouTube, we can yap, but my neighbors, are not gonna get on YouTube. This is the thing. My neighbors are pretty much on TV. So first, I gotta unplug them from the TV. So I gotta get them outside in the garden, and then have chat with them. This is how we're gonna go expand our awareness. Is once I get them outside their box to grow food in a garden, the communication will be there. We will talk with each other for sure, and we will respect each other because we're gonna need each other's stuff. If you need the neighbor's cucumber, you're not gonna tell him he's an asshole. So you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna respect people more. If we need something from them, we're gonna for sure be nice. We're not gonna be arrogant. And Kev wants to know if you have tomatoes as yet. Yeah, I started to collect tomatoes from my plant. Yeah, it started. They're coming out, but not like in 2 weeks. About I should have lots of red tomatoes on it, but it's doing good. I have a few blossom and rot, but I think it's a problem that's pretty common with tomatoes that have blossom and rot. It's something that pretty much everyone experiences, even the big growers in big field. It's like the bottom of the tomato becomes rotten, the blossom. But it's okay. No, it's doing good, but I'm having more project now. Was just a trial. I shoot you a couple videos about it. I have more coming, I think. Maybe I'll do another one with all the tomatoes on it. But they're growing good. They're very green now. But there's more coming every day. Like every day I go outside, there's more little ones coming. Now it seems to be really the blossom season, I think you call it, the blooming, blossoming. I don't know the words, but la période de floraison. Floraison, même pas. C'est après la floraison. Là, c'est after the flowering, it produces the fruit. Là, now it's the time for that. Là. That's what I mean. Sometimes I have problem finding the words of what I want to say, but it's okay. I think I have enough to get around. And yeah, community immunity. We have to. It's good to yap on YouTube. I mean, we need inspiration also to start moving forward. You know, I found the inspiration on YouTube a lot to start moving forward. I cannot deny it. A lot of great people on YouTube. You know, this is the thing with YouTube. You can elevate your vibe so much if you find the right people. If you find the right uplifting people, there is a lot. I found a lot of great people on YouTube uplifting me, and that's what allowed me to, at one point, to rise above all the negative stuff and do something with my life because I was inspired by others to do great. I'm ordained to be great by the divine. I ignored the call for a long time, but other people came and inspired me to be great, especially Les Brown. I give a lot of respect to Les Brown. It's been a major inspiration for me. Yeah, I've been listening to him for a long time, about a year, a good year of listening to Les Brown and all his speech and all his tapes from, name it. I've listened to everything. But this is what you got to do also. You have to redo the blueprint of your mind. So it goes with working on yourself for sure. So you got to go in silence a bit. Go in silence. Listen to inspirational, motivational speaker. Just that, if you like, for someone that starts a journey into greatness and into breaking the walls to themselves, because that's what I'm doing here. I'm breaking the walls day by day. And one day I'll break enough walls that I'll be able to become someone. Because that someone is hidden behind the walls that I'm breaking. That's how I see it. So if I break all the walls, maybe probably I'll get to where I desire to be. Because I'm not there yet. It's just the beginning. I'm just scratching the surface of my potential here. Practicing day in, day out to be great. That's a good hobby. Practicing to be great. That's a great hobby. Day in, day out. Rise together, necessary. Yeah, that's it. Rise together. It's together that we're gonna. And if you can start implementing a community immunity, get to your neighbors, get them to grow food. Other people are gonna realize also what we're doing. Like, if we just start in one neighborhood, like if I start in my neighborhood here, there must be at least 200-300 houses close to here, maybe 200. So if I can get to those people and get them in the field and plant food, that's huge. And there's a land not far from here, so I'm sure I can probably riff-raff something with someone. And I think it's my friend he doesn't own the land. He pretends to own the land. One of my friends pretend to own the land, so I'll ask him if I can use the land. That's so crazy. We should have everything accessible. And okay, maybe not. Okay, you decide that's no, but we should have something like I don't know, assigned to us, or piece of land given to us when we come here, for sure. I say, as soon as you come here, or your family have a piece of land, okay, maybe you cannot, and not everybody would do something with a piece of land also. People, you give them water and they don't even drink it. So they prefer poison, to drink poison. So, and water is the water of life. So yeah, so it's very it's up to each and every one to recognize what we do and do it better. Becoming better day after day, having more great idea to move out the madness. Like community immunity is a great one. I'm gonna put this forward for sure. I'm gonna make some kind of a flyer or project flyer with it. I'm gonna do something nice so people get my idea. And first, I'll go see the farmers. I have to see the farmers to get the piece of land. See what we're gonna grow. I don't want pesticide there too, so we have to make platforms and electrocute the because I'm putting in 9-volt batteries for the sludge and stuff. They get zapped a bit and they go back in the ground. So we have to electrocute all the platforms. I want to put everything on platform, like little platforms, so elevated. Like that's what I'm gonna do also for my tomato plant next year. Put them on the platform with the wire around, because the sludge come from the ground. So they don't come from the air, they don't fly. So they have to come from the ground. So if I can stop them from coming up, on the bed that I have my tomatoes or my veggies, just electrocute it all around. Give them a little zap and they will get it and they will not come back and bother your plant. So when you have salad growing and there's all kinds of sludge in it, it's not very appetizing. You don't really want to eat it. So yeah, that's it. I don't want to use pesticide and stuff. It's gotta be but again, don't use pesticide. Probably the guy next door is probably spraying his crop, so we always get a little bit no matter what. It's in the air. I'm conscious of that, but it's not going to be directly on it. Or maybe we can build a serre. A serre, comment t'appelles ça, une serre? Indoor garden outside. A tent outside, and you grow your stuff in it. Une serre. On appelle ça une serre en français. I don't know what's the name. Indoor garden outside. Something like that. Yeah, and then big. That's what I think. Maybe that's one of the part, but that could be costly a bit too, because you don't want to start buying all kinds of stuff. I want the wood. I can find it to build a platform. Probably farmers have it. We can recycle stuff also to make sure we don't buy and consume and for no reason. It's to get together and maybe put a fund together. You put a fund and we all contribute, and yeah, and then we grow the community and grow the garden every year and get more food, and everybody gets a share. At the end, when we collect the food or when it's harvesting season, everyone gets a share, but we can grow something big on the land. I can put a lot of tomato plants. Me, I love tomatoes. I love to grow tomatoes. I think I have something special with the tomato. I have something special with the tomato, so I'll keep going because they love my vibes. Yeah, they grow good. Many tomatoes. Tomorrow I'll bring a few here to show you what they look like. My tomatoes. Yeah, I have a lot. So yeah. But that's it. We're gonna keep. Arthur just text me now. We're gonna keep the focus on the remedy this weekend on the Truman Show with Arthur. Focus on remedy because that's what we need to move out. We need. There is solution. There is solution to the madness. We're gonna keep on talking and keep on reasoning together. I'm not saying that my ways are the best or Arthur's ways are the best, but at least we're reasoning together. We're capable to sit down and put aside our difference of opinion or whatever it is. But we don't have much difference of opinion. But there's always, and no matter what, when you get with someone, you don't I don't always totally agree with the other person, but I'm capable of hearing the teaching and making sense of it. It doesn't mean that it's my reality as soon as I hear it, but then I make sense of it. And like community immunity has been telling me for a while, community immunity. I'm just wanting to start to put the work in motion. So sometimes it takes a while for us to wake up and do something. And but now I'm really because I have experienced it also in my own urban garden. So it's a great vibe, the urban garden. Gardening is a great vibe. It's pushing me away and away from taking me away from the nonsense like YouTube and stuff. I'm more outside, more focused on preparing my stuff also for next year. It's a big thing. So I want to prepare my stuff. I want the people to get with me, because also for sure I need people on the land there, and me, I'm not too movable with my knee. I cannot do extravagant stuff, so I need people to help me also. For sure, I need the labor help. So that's why we working together. You can achieve a lot. Can achieve a lot, because some people are more handicapped than others. They don't move as much, and some others are stronger. So we work together. We put all the force together, and some have more the head and some have more the muscle, and so let it be. But we got to get together and start building a community immunity in our neighborhoods, each and every one of us. Me, I have to save what I can save here, but I cannot save you. So you have to start your own community immunity in your garden, in your neighborhood, and talk to your neighbor. And we must be the change. How bad do you want it to change? That's the question. How bad do we really want it to change? If we really want it to change, first of all, we're going to be the change. And we're going to start talking to our neighbors. Me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm done. I'm done with the nonsense. I'm going around next summer, and during spring, I'm going to, or maybe winter, to prepare them in advance. During the winter, I'm going to go around and start talking to the neighbor, because it doesn't make sense that we don't talk to each other. We're so divided everywhere in the world, and we're attempting to unite on YouTube. Like, it's a bit. That's why that flat Earth community never really made sense for me to. There's something that the community should be in real life, not online. Online, what are we gonna do? Like I said, grow food in the computer. Like, it's not going to bring you to talk to your neighbor and get more friendly with them, because this is where it starts. We have to start locally. I think that's the start, because if we can't even talk to our neighbors, what change are we hoping to make in the world? Like, even me, like I said, I don't talk to them, so I got to start this. I got to become the change. This is what I've realized more and more, and in more, not only on YouTube, but in real life. I got to be the change in real life and go see people and ask them to grow food with me, to be more self-reliant, to not, to move away from the shit stem. This is how I'm going to explain it to them. We have to move away from the shit stem and be more self-reliant altogether. Like, I'm going to have a nice way of putting it together, not too long. I don't want to pass an hour with each people, but a short and sweet and way to explain. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it. It would be very. I was just reading Arthur's message. And I think we're gonna be just me and him and Fiona this weekend. No panel, no panel. I think it's just gonna be us. That's what he said. I read it fast, but yeah, no. So community immunity, we gotta start being the change. This is where moving forward with the dream of life. That's what it is. Also, that's why I mark AllWays. So it's not just on YouTube. It's in real life. Talk to your neighbor. Build gardens, become more self-reliant, less on the cooperation and stuff. And especially here in Quebec, the summer is short. I don't have good weather all year long. It's -20, -40 here in the winter. You don't grow fuck all. Nothing grows. Nothing grows. It's dead. It's cold. It's snow all over. It's it's a real winter. Quebec is winter. So sometimes we have it rough, sometimes less rough than other place. In the States also, in United States, they get it rough, sometimes rougher than here the winter. So we don't have much time. We have like a window from end of April, or maybe if you're lucky, April. If it's really nice, you can maybe plant at the beginning of May, and because it's the frozen ground, also that's the problem here. The ground freezes at -40, like a good layer, not all the way to the bottom, but the top layer is frozen and it can kill your plants. So we gotta be careful. But yeah, we have the possibility to, nobody is stopping us from doing this. For sure, we're gonna need someone with the land in the system and all this, but at least we can become more self-reliant and count on each other and not on corporations in real life, not just talking on YouTube. It's good to talk on YouTube. We're all getting expanding our awareness of who we are. Okay, that should allow us to do something also, to become more powerful, more express more of our power, and that comes with growing food, with being more what's your need? What's your primary need? Is to eat. Is to eat. That's what I need. I need to eat. If I don't eat, I'll freaking die. I know that. I'll die of hunger, or I have no energy. We need to eat. So we need good food. So we need to grow our food. That makes total sense for me. Why should I rely on corporations or anybody else than me to grow my food? Like, I can do it. I can learn it. I can learn it. This year, I planted 70 tomato plants, over 70 tomato plants, and I've learned from it because I had different little problems during the growing process, and you learn from it, and then you expand, but it starts with you. It starts with you becoming the change, and nothing else. Food and water, that's it. Put up flyers as well. Have a community meeting to start into around the area. You're going great with Photoshop. Yeah. I'm starting with Photoshop too. I started doing my own flyer and stuff. So I'm gonna make something. I'm starting something. I want to be the change, and I want to set an example that it's possible to do it. So I'm gonna get people together. I have a big mouth. I'm not shy with anybody, so I can go to confront anybody with great idea, not with nonsense. I don't like confrontation to argue, but I like confrontation when it's to wake up people to a great idea, to work together. Then I like to confront people, yeah, for sure. When it's for getting together at something, yeah, I like to get together for sure. That's the goal, we wanna anyway. Me, I think the biggest of the change we can do is in our own neighborhood, in our own backyard, in our own. This is where, but it's not my own, but it's the place where I live. I don't own nothing. I belong to the earth. The earth doesn't belong to me. But I can use it. I can use the land to grow my food. And then you do your seed bank. You make sure you have your seed banks and all this stuff. And yeah, it's yo. Long time, my bro. Suzanne. Big up. Yeah, put up flyers as well. Yeah. No, I have a project. I'm going to work on this. And I have my brother in there that can help me also for building platforms and stuff. So we're going to get there. It's an idea that I had yesterday that I was reflecting outside on the side of the river. And I'm like, gotta do something. Gotta do something in real life to really be the change. I keep saying be the change. Okay, I gotta walk the talk. So that's what I'm gonna do. It starts there. It starts by, okay, it's good to talk about the lies and deception, but that doesn't give me food on the table. Talking about nonsense on YouTube or arguing with people on Facebook, that doesn't give me food. Getting outside and growing food, that can give me energy also. When you eat good food, you have a better energy also. So it's not about freaking out with being having the super diet, but it's being healthy and eating normally like a normal human being, and not create harm also with your eating. Okay, you're gonna say, "Oh, you kill plants." Ben wait, but not the same thing. It doesn't bleed. But a salad can bleed a bit, but it bleeds white stuff. So that's it. I'm out, and have a wonderful day, and I'll be back with probably. I'll keep going with my community immunity idea. I'm probably gonna that's my next project to work on. That's where I'm gonna focus. That's why I say I'm not too much on YouTube, focusing on arguing with people and stuff and making shows. And I like with Arthur. It's a very straight to the point. It's real. It's very nourishing. It's nourishing my existence. I like it. And but I'm not. I'm more into the outside projects and building a garden and stuff. Community immunity. That's where it starts. We have to talk to our neighbors. We have to. We cannot hope for a change, or if you're not being the change, and it starts locally. When we start this here, the other people on another area, someone will pick up the idea, will say, "Hey, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go see the neighbors and start something." That's how we're gonna eventually have a big community immunity, and we're all gonna trade stuff and trade food, and the rest maybe we'll still have the money around to buy other stuff, but at least we'll be able to be more self-reliant with food and have a garden, a food forest garden, and have good food, not pesticide and poison from Babylon. So I'm out. Rise and shine, live your dreams. Always forward. Peace out.